Hey, morning everybody, Hans here. Hey, doing a video today to talk a little bit about bourbon selections, whiskey selections. When you go to the store, to check out what's in stock, there's a lot of options, right? And it's a bit of a challenge, especially being new into bourbon, things like that, right? What it is that you're gonna like and what it is that you can find. So wanted to offer up this video to kind of talk about that, right? So as you look through the different bourbons, there's so many different options. There's cool collaborations here like the Jack Daniel's McLaren. And I think this bottle was around 45 bucks. The juice inside, it's still Jack Daniel's number 7, but just kind of a cool collaboration. And then you move to well-known brands such as E.H. Taylor. These are all small batch. I've never picked up anything other than the small batch. The price points on the bottles that I've ever found have always been well above MSRP, and just too far out there for me to be okay with spending that kind of money on bourbon. So, but brands like Weller, these are the SR again, bottom of the line on the Wellers. Still a very good drink, and if you can find these at MSRP, they're a great option. Here in Florida, I don't find these very much. I believe all these came from Texas, and actually one of them I guess came from my trip up to Kentucky. Another well-known Eagle Rare 10-year. Again, if you can find these at MSRP, a great option. Buffalo Trace, Saz. We kind of go through the Knob Creek line up here. Elijah Craig's, Russell's, which are all Wild Turkey rare breeds. Willet, Uncle Nearest, Blue Notes. As you can see, there are many choices when it comes to picking bourbons, and the difference that your selection may have on you is if you're chasing one of the Blantons here, for example. If you're at the Buffalo Trace facility on a day they've got these on the shelf, you're going to pay somewhere in the $70 range. If you are out and about, you may find them like I did at 80 or 90, but most recently I've seen these over 130. Moving on down the line here a little bit, 1792 small batch, 1792 full proof. You can find these on the shelf at, I'll say in the $30 range. Picked these up at MSRP in the $65 range. But if you find these on the secondary, you're going to be paying well over $100. Same with these. The Frey Ranch single barrel. I ordered that online. Paid around 80 bucks for that. I've seen these on secondary for well over $100. Booker's, paid I think $105 for that one. Again, I've seen these at $200. Blood Oaths, same thing. You're going to be paying well over, probably in the $200 range for these. So when you're out and about and you're trying to figure out what bottle looks good, what do you base that on? Well, I would say you base it on what you see on videos such as this, you know, or videos such as SLB Bourbon Basement, um, Bourbon Junkies, Bourbon Real Talk, different shows like that, right? So for the everyday, you know, just bourbon enthusiast, we're always looking at videos that show kind of the hype bottles, right? And so when we go out and we're looking, we're not looking at regular bottles such as maybe in early times, which if you can find them right now in my area, I found the 2 bottles behind the open one here for like $11. It's a great pour, but in early times has a little bit of a hype behind it, but not near as much as some of these that I've shown throughout the video. So again, I make this video really to say that when you're out at your liquor store, while many of these bourbons may be worth the MSRP price tag, I would caution about picking up stuff that's overpriced, especially if it's one that you don't know that you enjoy. I know part of the fun here is finding those highly sought after bottles, and it drives a lot of the hype, and it drives a lot of the prices, honestly, that everybody else is out there finding them at. But you know, it's okay to move on from a bottle. At the same time, it's okay, obviously, if you want to spend your money on a secondary at an elevated price. That's, you know, that's up to you. But you know, again, offering this up as a video for those that are kind of just getting into this. When you're out and about looking for your next bottle, don't get caught up in the hype so much. Find a lineup that you enjoy, such as maybe the Knob Creek, and go grab a couple different options there. Elijah Craig's another good one. Russell's is probably, you know, one of the best in my opinion for the lineups. And so if you can find these bottles, you know, such as the Russell's Reserve 6-year rye or the 10-year, you know, you're only going to be in the $35 to $40 range. If you're looking at the Reserve bottles, single barrels, you know, you're going to be in the $70 range. Rare breed, again, probably in the $70 range. So rather than starting at the top, try these other bottles. See if you like the flavor profiles that you're getting. Same with Weller. You know, SR is a great option. First time I tried Weller SR, I was blown away. I've never had Antique 107. I've not had any of the other higher line Wellers to compare this one to, but for $35, $40, you know, that's a great option right there. So don't let the hype, you know, distort the reality of what these things taste like. I've seen Sazerac Ryes on the shelf for $50, $60, $70. These are $20 or $30 bottles. I've made videos on this before, but the Benchmark small batch comes in at 90 proof. $17 bottle right there. Notice it's empty. It's one of my favorite go-tos just for an easy drinker. Again, a lot of these down here, the Bardstown's, JTS, JW Dant, those were sub, you know, $20 bottles. The Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond 7-year, I found those for around 40. Old Granddads, great options for, you know, $30. You don't have to spend $100 plus on a bottle to enjoy it. Again, it's okay to do that if that's your desire. I have done it. I'm not, you know, trying to be trying to say it's not worth it, but don't be afraid to try other bottles outside of the ones you normally see on these videos, because you're likely to find some really good drinks. Anyways, hope this video offers up a little perspective. Hope you guys find the bottles you're looking for at reasonable price points. Again, it's tough when you come across a bottle that you've been looking for and it's marked up, you know, 3, 4, 5 times what it should cost. So anyways, best of luck to y'all out there. Enjoy the hunt, but at the same time, don't fall into the traps that are out there if you can help it. And catch you guys on the next video. Have a good day. Hey, thanks again for joining today, everybody, on this video. Hope you guys got some useful tips out of this. Again, most important thing is to enjoy what you're drinking. You know, whether that's neat, a little ice, a little water, and maybe even a little soda. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and check out this video up here. Little lineup on barrel strengths that I did, which included Stagg 22B. And then also this video over here on the bottom on the Stagg itself, for the review that I did there. Again, you know, kind of the point of this video was primarily those that are those bourbons that are getting hyped up, and Stagg's obviously one of those. You know, here lately, a lot of folks I've seen are being able to pick these up at MSRP. You know, I still have not seen one on the shelf at MSRP. Typically, when I've seen these, they have been in the $400 price range. I did not pay that for mine. However, I did not pay MSRP. It's kind of in the middle, which is why I pulled the trigger on it. So again, one of those where you have to make your own decisions. And 22Bs is definitely a good pour. Was it worth the couple $100 paid for it? I'll let you check out the video over here to make that determination. Anyways, have a good day, everybody.